Prince Harry and Meghan have once again been accused of using their royal titles for commercial gain. This after they relaunched their new website using their Sussex title and royal crest.
Yes, so their previous site, Archewell, now automatically redirects you to Sussex.com, a name, of course, inspired by their son Archie.
Well, Harry is highlighted as a military veteran, a mental health advocate and an environmental campaigner, while Meghan is described as a feminist and a champion of human rights and gender equality.
Ah, always modest. Let's bring in our royal correspondent, Cameron Walker. Cameron, I see that the Sussex sources, they're kind of saying that's their name. They're not making use of their royal ties for commercial gain. This is all genuine and lovely.
Well, it's certainly a very glossy new website, Emily, and to be fair to the source speaking on behalf of the Sussexes to the Mail today, it is their name. They are Sussex, and the agreement which was struck between the royal household and Harry and Meghan in 2020 spoke specifically about not using the word royal for commercial gain or an inference to do with the word royal. It never mentions the word Sussex, and that's what clearly they've splashed across this website. But using a royal crest with a crown on it, which is actually Meghan's crest, granted to her by Queen Elizabeth II in 2018 following their wedding, plus using within the website their children's titles, so Prince Archie, Princess Lilibet, and of course the Duke and Duchess of Sussex. All of these could perhaps be interpreted as similarities or inferences of their royal connections. Now, the question for Harry and Meghan and the royal family is, are they going to have commercial gain from these inferences? I suspect it's going to come down to your interpretation. Is this new glossy website going to lead to more media deals and therefore making more money for Harry and Meghan? Or is this just going to be a bit of a damp squib and a failed attempt by the Sussexes to perhaps get a bit more on the Hollywood PR A-lister circuits following quite bad polling, following the Netflix documentary of their messy exits as working royals and indeed Harry's memoir Spare? And of course, it all comes down to the court of public opinion as well. But the royal family, even if they do absolutely hate the fact that Harry and Meghan have launched this new website, I'm not saying they do, they might not care less, but if they did care, they don't really have any power to get rid of it, and neither does the British government. Harry and Meghan are private individuals, and they're allowed to do what they want. Although they struck a deal in 2020, it's not legally binding.
It's interesting, though, because even though Sussex is their name, the website doesn't say Harry and Meghan Sussex. It doesn't. You could easily have Sussex.com, Harry and Meghan Sussex, but it says Prince Harry and Meghan, the Duke and Duchess of Sussex. It has their titles, not just their name, their titles.
Ah, but they've taken royal out of the website, so it's gone from Sussex Royal to just Sussex.com.
But it's got their crest on it, it's got Prince on it, it's got Duke and Duchess on it. I thought they wanted to get away from all those trappings. Cameron, is this just some people who want all of the benefits and trinkets of royalty with none of the duties?
I'm getting the sense that it is the Duke and Duchess of Sussex having another attempt to make it in the Hollywood or A-lister circuits. Tomorrow, we're expected to see the two of them in public at the one-year countdown to the Invictus Games in Canada. Of course, it's something that Prince Harry has widely been respected for, launching the Invictus Games for wounded veterans. And we saw them on the red carpet, didn't we, a few months ago, cozying up to the Paramount executive. We know their Spotify deal was cut early, so critics would perhaps say they're running out of ideas, really, to make it. Of course, their Montecito mansion won't come cheap. Neither will their round-the-clock security, which Harry would argue that he needs to keep his family safe. He's obviously lost his British taxpayer-funded security, so it's all a bit of a mess for them, but it's a very glossy website, so we'll have to wait and see.
Very interesting indeed. Of course, people can take a look for themselves. Thank you, Cameron Walker, our royal correspondent. Let's get some more insight from talent and PR manager Jonathan Shallett. Jonathan, thank you very much for joining me again on the show. Great to speak to you. Is this new website tacky or savvy?
Savvy, definitely savvy. I don't know why you think it was tacky. It's a website promoting themselves. When you send out your biography to get new work, you present yourself in the best possible light as anybody does. Anybody watching this programme right now.
Jonathan, you know we're talking about the use of the royal ties, the use of the royal crest, the Duke and Duchess of Sussex, when they've, abandoned their duties really to the royal family, haven't they?
That's a whole separate issue with his decision to step down. This conversation's not about that. This conversation is about how they go forward. That is his name, Prince Harry. You can't say to someone, you're given a name at birth and it's now been taken away from you. He is Prince Harry. That's a fact. He is the son of the king. So you're a prince by definition. Whether you choose to work as a prince or not, you're still a prince. Their children were given the title Prince and Princess.
If he wants to be a prince, he had every opportunity to be a prince. But I'm sorry, being a prince in this country doesn't mean you just get to go around in a golden carriage. It means you have to go to a rainy shopping centre in the East Midlands and open and cut a ribbon and stand there in the drizzle and take your duty. But he doesn't want to do that. He wants to sun himself in California. He wants to keep the title prince without standing there at the old people's home and shaking people's hands and doing all of the duties that royals are supposed to do. Don't you see the difference there?
Of course I see the difference. I'm not stupid, but thank you for suggesting it. The fact of the matter is, he is not taking any money from the British government. He's not taking any money from the British taxpayer. He's not taking any public money whatsoever. If someone has a name by birth because their parents are a certain name, or someone gets married and is married to someone for a long while and then gets divorced from them, I don't think it's reasonable to say they then can't keep using that surname. He was born a member of the royal family. Yes,
but this isn't just a family, it's a firm. It's often referred to as a firm. And firms, of course, have various logos that are associated. His crest has a crown on it. How many people's family crests have crowns on them?
First of all, I think you just said it was Meghan's crest, not his crest. She was given that crest by her late grandmother-in-law. She's been given that crest. I don't think you're not given the crest and then taken away. She was gifted that crest by her ex-grandmother-in-law.
I think if one of us had a famous surname that granted us certain privileges and then our son or daughter decided to disown us and run away and slag off our family, I wouldn't be very happy for them to make commercial gain, for my son and daughter to make commercial gain out of my name. Not that will ever happen, but thank you very much, Jonathan Shallett. Always great to speak to you, talent and PR manager. I can see Jonathan's point there. You know, it is their name. They can use it as they so wish, and it's a savvy PR move. But for me, it's a little bit gauche, as one described it in the Daily Mail this morning.
I don't know why it doesn't just say Pilot Harry. After all, he did get that award for being such a superb pilot. Why can't he trade off that reputation rather than who his parents are?
Well, let us know what you think. Are we being a bit mean? Is a PR manager in there, Jonathan? Was he more on the ball with this? Let us know what you think.